Should we have a minimum donation amount on our website? I love this. I love those should questions because it's at the strategic level, and you know that the answer to that question is going to create a fundamentally different financial picture. And then it's up to you to look at the pros and cons and go, which one seems right for our organization? So I love that. Should we have a minimum donation amount on our website? And how do we find out how much donations are costing us to process? Okay, so let's take these one step at a time. First of all, should you have a minimum donation amount on your website? I lean towards no, but I'll share with you some pros and cons. In general, oh great, a question came in. I look forward to answering that question, Jennifer, and welcome to the show. In general, I like to help. I'm an advocate of helping donors find their own voice and come in at whatever level they're comfortable coming in at. It can be helpful, for example, to offer preset donation buttons like $5 or $100 or $5,000, whatever it is. That has pros and cons as well. But should you have a minimum? In general, I would say no, because here's the only situation in which all right, I'm going to start over. Should we have a minimum? If you have a donation, like a funding and business development model that that really does a great job at generating volume, i.e. quantity of number of donors, then worrying about a minimum is less concerning because you have a huge number of donations coming in. What do you care if there's a minimum? But in general, most merchant service fees, if I see that that's the context of the question that you're asking, most merchant service fees are percentage based, right? Even if there's a flat, like Amazon and a lot of other providers have 2.9% plus 30 cents. Or if you get the nonprofit rate, it's 2 point something, a little bit lower than that, 2.2 or 3 something, plus 30 cents. I get that. But the only way that you're losing money is if you have a 30-cent donation or a 31-cent donation. And I don't know that anybody's going to donate 30 or 31 cents. So it's generally not to your advantage to say there's a minimum, especially because you don't want to fall victim to what in psychology is called anchoring and insufficient adjustment. If you say that there's a minimum, then it's more likely that a donor is going to anchor to that amount. Oh, minimum $5? Great, I'll donate $5. It's better to have a wide variety of donation levels available and or a write-in amount, and don't psychologically anchor to someone to a minimum and you're not losing money on donation. So that's what I would consider. So as for the second part of your question, how do we find out how much donations are costing us to process? That's a much more straightforward question for me to answer, which is find out, look at the terms of service. You can also put a dollar donation through and see how much you're charged on that donation. Look at the back end of the technology where the ledger is, where all the transaction details are. That's available in PayPal. You put a dollar transaction through, and you'll see that 2.9% of $1 plus 30 cents comes through, or $10 if you want to get it more accurately. But you can look at all of that information is available to you, and even if the merchant services processor doesn't take out on a line item by line item basis, but let's say pulls a monthly fee from your account, call up your representative and or pull a statement of just those charges, and you'll see exactly what the rate structure is and what the rate level is.